What's bonking, guys? Today I'm here with some more Persona 3 Reload, or Some Great Reload as I'm calling the series. And this, as you can see, is an hour long. Well, damn near. And part of the reason is because I am creeping up on, what's it called? Live commentary. As I mentioned in the last video, just 2 more hours to go. So part of it is I'm kind of in a rush, and one of my friends is really excited to see it. So I'm like, I'll push it along a little faster. But also because my PlayStation is running out of space. So, I'll put a screenshot here. Most of my space is filled up by recordings. I only have like 5 games on my console right now. All the other games I have on my external storage, and I still am running out of room. So I also just got to push out content quicker because I have over 40 hours of live commentary recorded. I'll also show you guys a clip of like the voice memos where I have a shit ton of recordings. So that's part of why I'm getting this done in an hour. I could have just done 2 hours and knocked it all out, but I feel like that'd be a little too much to digest. So we're going to go with this and just see how it goes. I don't fully remember, but from what I saw ahead, I think part of it is in Tartarus. So if you're not thrilled about the idea of watching a whole hour, keep watching, and you might get to the point where it gets to Tartarus and maybe you don't want to watch it after that. So this could end up being like a 30-minute watch depending on what all you're here to see. So yeah, I'm going to try and talk a bit more actually give some more input because my last videos have been pretty lazy, but I just don't really know what to talk about. So yeah. Anyway, here I'm at school, pretty self-explanatory there. So I guess I will go quiet for now, but trust, I will try to talk more and give more input on the things that I do.
Hey there.
So it seems like I just kind of wander around talking to people. I thought maybe I was going to hang out with Tomochika, with Kenji, my goat. But I guess maybe I don't, or maybe I do. Maybe I go back and talk to him later. We'll see. But that's something I do a little earlier in the game is, I like to talk to the NPCs and see what all they're saying. Later into the game, I don't really do that. I always talk to the NPCs at the dorm. Like, I always talk to all the C's members and see what they're saying, but around school, I realized I don't really do that. Okay, so it looks like I do go to get the chariot. I think I do. Maybe I don't. I guess we'll see. I know I do end up getting it at some point. Even now, I'm like 40 plus hours into the game. I might even be around 50 hours at this point. I have 3 confidants maxed. I have Kenji, Maya. If you know who that is, then you know who that actually is. I'm just using I'm the confidant's name, not the character's actual name, and the old couple. Those are the only 3 I have maxed right now. But yeah, like track, I barely spend time with them, but I do end up getting their confidants, so maybe I'll do that here, maybe not. I don't know. I think I just kind of wander around for a little bit. Okay, I don't remember why I did this. Like, I saved like my life depended on it, and then I returned to the screen. It might have been. I remember at some point when I was recording. I don't remember exactly what point I was doing laundry. So maybe that was it. Maybe it's just I just didn't want it to sit open or not. I don't know. I'm opening it immediately. Something sad though. Yeah. Okay. Right there. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. Good. I do get it. I was just about to say I missed the Twilight fragment, but fortunately I do pick that up. There was something else I was going to say about. I think I keep saying confidants, but I know it's social links in this game. It's just that I'm used to the term confidant, so that's typically what I use. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but all of a sudden I can't remember now. I don't know. It looks like I'm just running around randomly. I mean, as I mentioned, I started playing this game in, like, I think October or something. So that's when this gameplay is from. This is from, like, October or November. Probably more like, maybe more like November. I don't know. Somewhere around there. So I don't quite remember all the decisions I made. As I said, I was doing other things. Like, I do specifically remember doing laundry while playing at one point. So that might be why I kind of just sit around. I'll cut out the fluff like this when I'm just standing around.
So, starting today, he's an official member of the team.
Welcome aboard. I'm Yuko Nishiwa.
She's our team manager. She'll answer any of your questions.
You're a second year, right? Since we're in the same grade, you can just call me Yuko.
Let's see. Hey, Miyamoto.
Yes.
This here's our future team captain. A great runner and places well in competitions. You two are in the same class, right? Miyamoto, keep an eye on the new guy here, okay?
You got it. You're the guy who went out with Takeba on the first day of school, right? You're practically a celebrity. I'm Kazushi Miyamoto. You see me around, right?
So I'm actually remembering now. I'm pretty sure I did see him and the coach on the first day of school. I'm pretty sure they were talking to each other. But, like, I don't know why I forgot about that at this point. So, but yeah, also, I don't know why they keep doing that with, like, Yukari like that. Well, I guess it's not really a huge plot point, but it's something they kind of harp on, at least in the beginning. Oh yeah, something really cool here. You'll hear me talk about this later. Maybe I already did talk about it in past recordings. I don't quite remember. But I always take note of characters, like tarot cards, and I always relate it to JoJo and Persona 5, so it was pretty cool to see here that they have the Chariot, which is Ryuji's confidant in Persona 5, but also more importantly, or maybe equally importantly, because I do like Ryuji a lot, it is also Polnareff's card in JoJo. He is the Chariot. He has, Silver Chariot, so that's always pretty cool. That's something I do pay attention to. I know I go in several rants about it later. I mean, there's one point where I remember I'm in class and the teacher is talking about the tarots, and I pause for each one, and I name out the character in Persona 5 who has that tarot, and then also the character in fucking JoJo too. So that's something you will see me talk about, not like a ton, but I have my moments. Oh yeah, I ignore her all the time. That's one thing. I kind of play this game as if I'm in real life. That's basically, I just try and make decisions like real life. And in real life, if I don't know someone, I won't talk to them. So realistically, if I saw her, or anyone from the club, like, it's not just like a girl thing. It's like, even if it's a guy, like, if I don't know you, I'm not going to talk to you. So that's something I do for a while, actually. It'll be like, oh, should I walk home with her? And I just say no. And then I think one time, I'm pretty sure she outright asks. I think she's like, hey, do you want to go home together? That's when I was like, okay, sure. But yeah, that's one thing interesting about this game, is that they lock social links behind other social links, which isn't a bad thing. It's just an observation. In Persona 5, they're all independent, at least that I can recall. The game gives you an opportunity to get all of them. Some of them you have to get for plot. There's only a few you have to get for plot, though. And, like, generally you get to choose. But in this game, some of them are locked, Like, to get Temperance, you have to do Hierophant. And to do Strength, which is that girl, you have to do Chariot, So, yeah. Anyway, here I guess I'm just wandering around. I like to check out the stores every now and then, see what's going on. And, yeah, that's all I have to say for the moment. So I will chime in when I have something to say again. kind of weird seeing the mall so empty again, because as I mentioned, I'm like way further in the game right now, like 50 hours, so all the stores that are currently closed are open now, like, you know, at least where I am, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. That's actually one interesting thing about this, like, record store, or DVD, was it? I think it said CD and DVD, I don't remember, but, oh yeah, I haven't tried coming in here. I think you need courage, yeah, or no, it helps you gain courage. Interesting. I haven't actually spent any time in there, so I might have to try that at some point. But I don't know, like the CD and DVD store, that's something every time I go to check it out, it's never damn. I'm never able to do anything with it, so I don't really know why. You know, I'm holding up hope that maybe they'll have Depeche Mode records in there, although I'm sure they probably won't. That would be awesome though. That'd be so cool, dude. If they had the Some Great Reward fucking record there, dude, I'd be very happy. Anyway, just more shit here with Igor. I think this might be when he gives me access to Persona Fusion. That's one thing you'll see later. I actually neglect this feature a lot. Because I've mentioned it before, I don't really like how Personas work in this game as much. I liked in Persona 5 how you can just fight, and then, you know, you have the option to steal that persona. Well, to steal that shadow and turn it into your persona. So I really liked that. But in this game, you don't. It's like you fight a shadow, and then it'll sometimes give you the random option for, like, a random shadow. Or, I don't think it's actually random, but like a completely unrelated one. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it as much here, but hopefully me talking didn't interrupt what Igor was saying. But basically, I wasn't fully paying attention, but if I remember correctly, what he basically said is, you know, capture personas when you can, and your bonds, like your social links, will also make these personas stronger. Well, and it's kind of a feedback loop. So when you have personas of a certain confidant, of a certain, like, arcana, then it helps you rank up that social link. So that's something I actually forget for a lot of the game, but you'll see me using it later. So, for example, Kenji, because he's the magician, it's in your best interest to have a magician arcana, like, you know, like persona with you. It'll rank him up faster. But then on the flip side, whenever you fuse a persona, if you have a higher, like social link with that character, it'll give you an arcana burst, which will strengthen that persona. So that is one thing I do kind of mess up a little bit on here, is because I only pay attention to a few social links, there are several that are just neglected. Like, when it comes to Chariot, like, I don't get a huge boost. Like, Hermit, I get the max boost. Hierophant, I get the max boost. And fucking, what's the other one? Magician, max boost. All the others I get, like, menial, if at any, you know, like, if any, or if at all, because there are some I don't even have yet. But that's actually one other cool thing too, like I mentioned, you know, where I keep in mind, like, the certain characters with this, like, social link or tarot card. It is pretty peak. The three I maxed out are the Hermit, which belongs to Maya in this game. In Persona 5, it belongs to Futaba. And in JoJo, it belongs to my goat, Joseph Joestar. So that's not why I didn't do it because of Joseph Joestar. I did it because I like Maya's confidant, but Joseph obviously is my goat, so that makes it even better. Yeah, another thing, you will see I do work here often. Oh yeah, and I talk about the pheromone coffee because that is so fucking strange to me. Why the fuck do they call it pheromone coffee? So that's something you'll hear me talk about. But yeah, I don't know. It's purely a coincidence that I happened to max up, that I happened to rank up the Hierophant. At least I think. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that did influence me a little bit. But also the Magician, that's just because Kenji's twin. But, you know, Magician is also Avdol's card. So there's that. And then, what's the other one I said I maxed? Hierophant, which is Kakyoin. So, and I'm trying to think. So Magician in Persona 5 is Morgana, which is fine. A lot of people hate Morgana. I'm okay with him. And then Hierophant in Persona 5 is Sojiro, which I do love Sojiro. So there's that too. But anyway, enough about that side tangent. I will, again, go quiet just for a little bit, and then I'll speak up when I have something to say. All right, so there was a cut there, and then a little bit ago, there's a cut there as well, because again, I was just kind of standing around awkwardly for like a minute. So, like I said, just cut out the fluff. But, so that's also why you heard like the theme skip a bit. This theme is honestly one of my favorites. It's one I talk about music a lot because, as I mentioned a few times, and I'm sure you'll hear me mention it again, the name of this series, Some Great Reload, comes from the Depeche Mode album Some Great Reward. And so I talk about Depeche Mode all the time in these recordings. Like, that is a name you will probably get sick of. I also do like talking about other music, other synth pop and new wave bands. I talk about all kinds of music. I talk about The Cure several times. There's twice where I sing Let's Go to Bed. Yeah, so basically, generally I talk about synth pop, new wave, and goth music a lot. You will hear that often. But there are other kinds of music I like, of course. So, yeah, the dorm theme I do like. I don't know, it just has a nice sound to it. You'll also hear me hum it several times later. That's something I try and like suppress, so I do it less. But it's just like this urge I get when I hear the theme. I just want to hum along. So, and then yeah, something here. I'm studying. You'll see I study a lot, which I realize isn't even ideal. It's best to go to the damn restaurant to do academics, but I think it's probably because I was so broke that I decided to just go home, because I'm broke in the early game. Like, later on I get some money, but like early I'm fucking struggling. So yeah. I do spend a lot of time, like initially, like academics is my highest stat, but where I'm at right now, courage is my highest. I have courage maxed. I have charm at 5, and I have academics at 4. In fact, I keep getting too much courage. Like, it keeps giving me excess courage points, even though I already have courage maxed. So yeah, I don't know, just something you'll see is I prioritize my academics a lot in the beginning, but towards the end I kind of just forget about them a little bit. So the main reason I focus on courage more is because the 3 girls in C's, Yukari, Mitsuru, and then you'll meet Fuka later. They all 3, in order to get their social link, you need a certain stat to be max. And Fuka's my favorite of the 3, and she needs courage, so I focused on courage mostly. Mitsuru needs academics, and then Yukari needs charm. So, I don't know, I'll get their stats eventually, but Fuka was my priority, so I was focusing more on my courage, and it was actually pretty easy, kinda. I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. I guess, same as always, I'll chime in when I have something to say. This part right here kind of made me think of Takemi, like from Persona 5, because her whole social link is, like you're her guinea pig, basically. She just like runs tests on you by like feeding you like, like nefarious medicine, well, seemingly nefarious. I mean, she doesn't really tell you its purpose until later on. But You know, all the people who are fans of her confidant, all the people who are all the I'm done, bro. All the people who are fans of her confidant, me included, I'm like the number 2 Dikemi fan, because I'm the number 1 Kawakami fan. We all drink it all, like, you know, no questions asked, bottoms up. You know, we take all the experimental medicine that she feeds us. But that's one interesting thing I found. This guy, like, you know, having a male doctor. I wonder if that's why people, you know, they're not going to take the risk with, you know, with his medicine. But if Dikemi tells you to take some medicine, I mean, who's going to say no?
Welcome. What would you like to order? Our special today is fresh mackerel.
And here is the introduction of the old couple. I believe this is my first time seeing them. I could be wrong. I don't know. Like I mentioned, they're the second confidant that I max out, and especially early on in my live commentary, I will say a lot of crazy shit about the old lady. So just do bear with me there. When I max out their social link, I also say some crazy shit. So yeah, just do beware. I'll be saying weird things about the old lady. But yeah, I genuinely do like their social link. It's not like one of my favorites. Like, thinking about my favorite ones, I really like the ones where you help the characters grow. Like, Kawakami is my favorite. And is part of that because she's the teacher and, you know, you get to date the teacher? Yes, that's a huge part of it. But it's also, like, her actual, like, art, like, story arc itself. I actually relate to her a lot. And it's just, I don't know, I like getting to, like, help out certain characters and, like, seeing them grow and become better people. This one, okay, I mean, you sort of help them, like, come to terms with something. I won't spoil it, but yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue you help them grow a little bit. But yeah, I would say you do, but it's not as, like, explicit. I don't even know if that's the right term. More like, I don't know. It's not like, it doesn't feel like a huge change or something or anything. Oh, I was actually going to mention this. This is something you'll see me do maybe a few times where I get stuck on the stairwell. For some reason, I couldn't see that's where the stairs went. And I was just going the wrong way. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I like the old people social link. It's not my favorite, but it is one of the ones I spend the most time on just because the old lady. She's so bad. But outside of that, so far my favorite social link is probably Kenji's. Kenji's and Maya's, I would say, are my favorites. So, yeah. So what I'm doing here might look strange, but I believe, if I remember correctly, that I'm just searching for Twilight fragments. Also, something I figured I'd mention, because two of my friends who will probably be watching this video, they know, and I guess this is my first time telling everybody else, but I actually recently got a speaker from one of my friends. Oh, sorry, not a speaker, a microphone. So they might wonder why I'm not using it, and that's because I'm letting it charge. Because last night I actually recorded my first ever like segment of this game with the microphone, but it wasn't properly charged, so it died partway through, and so I have a whole hour recording, but I only have audio for the first 13 minutes, and then the rest, mic died, so it didn't even pick up my shit, which is so annoying because the whole reason I have a fucking mic is because my phone picks up everything. Like, that's something I mentioned later. I only record when everyone's asleep or when everyone's out of the house. I can't record with people here because my sister fucking breathes too loud and my phone picks it up. But of course, the one fucking time my mic dies, then my phone doesn't pick up shit. It's literally just complete silence. So, yeah. Anyway, that's why I'm not using my microphone here, is because I'm letting it charge. And then I probably won't use it for the next hour-long video either, just because I kind of want to save it for, you know, later in the content. But, yeah. Anyway, I just figured I'd mention that. And that's one thing you will hear is the audio get better. So like right now I'm just holding the phone. That might be why my voice doesn't sound as good sometimes. Sometimes I hold it too close to my face. Right now I have it held like, I don't know, maybe like 6 inches from my face. And then, you know, like for my first ever, like live commentary video, you guys will see, oh yeah, this is the persimmon tree, so this helps me get the old people confidant. That's what I was looking for. That's right, it wasn't the fucking Twilight fragment, it was the tree. I was looking for the persimmon tree. But I do end up finding, you know, there you go, another fragment. But anyway, so for my first ever live commentary, you'll hear I do it with one of my AirPods in, and the audio does not sound very good. And then after that, I don't use the AirPod ever again. But then I have it then I have the phone just like resting down near my leg, like as I'm sitting like crisscross, and the audio sounds fine there, but not as good. And then later I get more innovative. I'll explain that later too, but like, oh well, yeah, way later I explain it. But I end up like resting it on like my laundry basket. I rest it on like my cardboard box. Well, like a cardboard box. I get kind of creative with it, so it's pretty cool that later on I end up getting a microphone that I can use instead, so that should make everything easier. But anyway, yeah, here you can see I'm now going to actually get their social link. If I remember correctly, this is, I believe I get it now after showing them the leaf.
How many guesses? Smoking or non-smoking? That leaf that's in your hand. Oh, do you mean to tell me this is a leaf from that persimmon tree? It must have grown quite a bit to produce such splendid leaves. Oh, wait, so you aren't here to buy books? Did you come visit just to show this to us? I knew it. I knew right from the start that you were a kind young man. I've been meaning to go see that tree for a while now, but I'm not sure if these stumpy old legs will make it that far. That wasn't meant to be a pun. You know, stumpy. Tree stump? Get it?
Yes,
And it's all over the screen.
very clever, dear.
Let me introduce my wife, Mitsuko. I'm Bunkichi. If you don't mind, would you tell us your name? Yes, a good name. As good as mine.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Hierophant Arcana.
We're open every day except Monday. Come visit us whenever you're free.
So you're back.
That's another thing. I mentioned Polonia Mall feeling so empty. The dorm feels even crazier. Like, oh yeah, this computer. So I thought this was how you got Maya's confidant, which I'm just using the name Maya right now. But later, once I get into the live commentary, I spoil Maya's real identity because I've known all along who Maya really was. That's why that's why I was so interested in the social link. But yeah, I'll just call her Maya for now. But later, I'll spoil who it is anyway. But I keep checking the computer because I'm hoping that I can get her confidant. Yeah, like the dorm just feels so empty because like later in the game, there's 10 whole members. I want to say that is including the MC. I don't know, but there's a shit ton. So, yeah, that's one thing I find kind of strange. Like looking at the dorm in the beginning of the game and no one's there. All right, so bad news, guys, or maybe good news. I'm depending on, what you were looking forward to, but now I'm going to Tartarus. So, as I mentioned, if you aren't interested in Tartarus, then, well, this was basically just a half-hour video. And if you guys are interested, then, feel free to stick around. But as I've mentioned before, if you get bored of seeing Tartarus, I don't blame you. If you want to skip it, I am not going to take it personally. So, I will let you guys know, though, if I do end up leaving Tartarus later in the recording. And if so, I will put the timestamp where that happens. But until then, I guess we'll just continue. And, yeah, same as always. I'll say something if I do have something to say, but, don't count on it.
There's some kind of gatekeeper. They're always stronger and nastier than the last.
Well, seems like after we beat him once, it's adios forever.
Hey! Thanks.
Could it be?
Oop, I spied some treasure.
Okay, so here's something I can't actually say. I fucking hate these shadows, bro. I encounter them like so many times, or maybe not that often, but like there are several times where they fucking get away from me. Like the regents, which that might be why they changed that. The regents are just one kind. Like the treasure demons in Persona 5, they can get away from you, but I feel like they never do. Like maybe like a few times they got away from me. But in this game, I swear, those little bullshit hands, they're always getting away, and it's so annoying. Like, if you take too long, like, I think the worst thing for them is just their evasion. They'll evade, like, almost every fucking attack I throw their way.
In this situation, help me! Oh no!
What to do?
Angel!
Pull the trigger.
What now?
What's next? Suck on that! Look at it!
I'll go with. Never mind.
I have to do this.
Now, give him hell.
All right, you won. Great work out there.
move on. Iori's taken heavy damage. He needs help. All right. That reminds me.
Keep your eyes.
Yo, there's a shadow.
Prepare yourself. What next?
I don't think you can hit any weak spots.
What should I do?
The enemy's weakness is fire. This may be a good test of your skill. This may be a good test of your skill. Pull the trigger.
Help me!
Can't stop me now. Let's do this. Persona!
The enemy's down. Good hit.
I'll leave it to you.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
What to do?
All right, you won. Great work out there.
Whew. All right, let's get moving. A shadow. Time for a fight. Now's the time. Time to shine. Act two.
I'll finish the enemy. There's someone else who can target a weakness. Shifting might help.
Come on, I'll show 'em. Hell yeah, let's do this. What's next?
There, you can go for a weakness.
Okay, to be honest, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, I've established that this little hand is weak to fire. Okay, eventually I do it. I don't know why I was hesitating, but that's something else I noticed too. It's almost like I forgot who had what element. I don't know. That's not something I faced later, but yeah, I don't really know. I just figured I'd say something.
Nailed it. Nice going, bag.
treasure? In this situation,
It doesn't look like you can strike any weaknesses. You can't go for any weak points.
what next?
Come on, Persona!
Can't stop me now.
It doesn't look like you can strike any weaknesses.
I'll give 'em hell.
I'll go with.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. Nicely done. Enemy eliminated.
Go with.
Angel!
In this situation, help me!
Well done.
On to the next.
Let's continue exploring.
Okay, let's keep on exploring. Is that treasure?
Hey, it's the stairs.
We don't see that kind of chest often. Let's not pass it up. A single enemy detected.
I'll go with.
Angel!
Pull the trigger.
Nice work!
For the bag.
Here we go!
Give 'em hell.
Angel!
This is our chance.
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei.
The teleporters are really convenient. I wonder how they work.
There's two. Here's your chance to attack. All right, the enemy's down.
What to do? Never mind.
Leave it to me.
Do it.
Okay. In this situation, I won't lose. I have to do this.
What's the plan? Guys,
Shadow, but it's just Junpei.
Hold up. Are you saying I look like one? Look at it. Running around like...
I have to do this.
That's an enemy down. Good job,
Ready to
Takeba.
roll! Come on, I'll show him.
You take it from here.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. This is our...
What's next?
Go for the enemy's weakness to win. Go for the enemy's weakness to win.
What to do?
Angel!
The enemy's down.
Get ready.
Nailed it! Nice going, Junpei. Yo!
The group will split. You have the initiative.
What to do? Not bad.
Here's your chance. You can target a weakness. All right. The enemy's
I'll go
down.
with.
All right. The enemy's down.
Hey, hit me!
Do it.
Yeah. What's the plan? Persona!
This may be a good test of your skill.
Pull the trigger.
Yuri's taken one down. Two enemies remaining. You can do it.
Focus.
Let's see.
Nicely done. Enemy eliminated. Well done. Let's continue exploring.
All right. Well, right now I'm kind of cutting it off at like in the middle of a clip, so yeah, you guys won't get to see like the full continuation of this floor yet until the next video. That's just how I ended up cutting it up, and I guess I could tack on more to the end, but I figured this video's already been long enough, and the next one's going to be an hour, so I may as well just leave it separate. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was actually able to talk a little bit more in the beginning, so I hope you guys enjoy that. And even if you didn't, no worries. But if you made it here, then I very much appreciate that. And I hope that all of you have a great rest of your day.